small business owners are so passionate about their business and they're so committed. They live and breathe it every day. And oftentimes we assume everyone's just as excited to go to work as we are. But and many are not comfortable discussing these types of issues. So to be able to hand it off through it's an EAP, right? An employee assistance program.
Yes.
To make that handoff is really a tremendous service you can provide to a business owner or a manager that really is not comfortable in these topics, and it, maybe might not want to know too much.
Well, I think that's right. I think the other thing that I would say is it goes hand in hand with drug-free workplace training, understanding the dynamics of addiction. And that's a matter of, we offer this to business communities throughout and have for the longevity of the time I've been here and before. And that's to help employers know, okay, what are some of these signs and symptoms? And then what can I do? Who can I connect to? And
Right.
There's obviously a cadre of my colleagues on this webinar right now that we oftentimes make referrals to, if not just ourselves. So
Right.
It's important that I think that we help educate each other during this time frame.
Right.
I think also we have to recognize for our employees, keep in mind something else that's happening. A lot of them now, whether they're working at home, from home, or they're coming in, they're still having to have additional resources and additional time they're going to have to spend with their children if they have children, because they're helping them with school and things like that. And a lot of us have elderly parents who we're very concerned about that, because we're not allowed to have that kind of constant contact that we would like to have with them. So there's this added stress that everybody has at home too, because they have their responsibilities at work, but now their responsibilities at home have just doubled and tripled. So I think recognizing that stress too is just very important.
Jeff, I just want to address real quick the question you asked. Should you ask that pointed or direct a question? Are you depressed? Are you thinking about hurting yourself? I would say absolutely yes to that. And it's not your lead question. It's not what you begin with, and it has to be done with empathy and not in an accusatory manner. Right. But I think the fear of asking that question is the exact stigma that we're talking about, that we wouldn't hesitate to ask somebody, how's your back doing? Or is your blood pressure under control?
That's right.
But we're afraid to ask them that question. And I think it's absolutely appropriate to ask in the right way with empathy and concern.
It's a service to that employee that shows that you care. And, we at Compass work with Meridian to be our employee assistance program. And we have an employee assistance program as well at Compass that we work with lots of different employers on. We have one, we work with Meridian and with Neil Kennedy from an employee assistance standpoint. We have employees, and that small business person that you were talking about that comes to work and is really passionate about it, and they see somebody who's been with them for a while and they're not on their A game. I think, as Larry said, it's okay to sit down and talk with them and say, hey, what's going on? I mean, because it does affect your work performance, but you can get them engaged in a service, in an activity that keeps them employed, right, and keeps them productive. And the cost of replacing that position, some positions are thousands of dollars of recruiting and then retraining and lost productivity. And with a simple engagement and empathy and care to connect them with the invaluable services that are here in our community. And
right. Go ahead, Joe. So I was going to say, workforce development, that topic I hear consistently day in and day out, workforce development, and the investment we make in employees to build a company, tools, training, technology. Well, how about mental health, right? That's an investment that's probably overlooked.
It's absolutely overlooked, Jeff. And from a mental health and addiction standpoint, our organizations serve every walk of life, rich to poor, every ethnic group, every racial group. It doesn't matter. And when we talk with the chamber and with the Business Journal, we are, as community service organizations, very passionate about what we do, but we are also working to help the individuals of these employers, our fellow small businesses, keep their employees employed and keep healthy families, healthy individuals, which again then drives the business's bottom line, because
right.
Those productive people are contributing to not only that employer, but also to the community at large.
For over a century, Farmers National Bank has stood strong. Through booms and busts, peaks and valleys, we've learned to know the seasons and how to grow in each of them. During challenging times, everyone is reminded of the value of solid relationships in both life and business. Farmers, stand strong.